took the root off the top and I put it on the bottom here. And that's what I'm using right here. And then I go to the D triad, as we just talked about a minute ago, and look at how great these fit together. Okay? And so that's all you have to do in this example is to play A, D, you might think, well, what's the big deal about that? But here's the cool thing about it. These triads are happening against a progression. Right? And when you hear them against a progression, they sound entirely different. I can't hold it all. We're trying to get. We're trying to hear these triads superimposed over another chord. And that's what makes them sound unique and interesting, is the combination of this and this together. So great about these. If you really want to have an interesting guitar part, sometimes you have to have one guitar part really just playing the rhythm and another guitar part playing the melodic rhythm, and that's what we've got here with these triads. Okay? And then after we do this riff, or this triadic rhythm through this part, then what we do is we add a melody on top of this. And this melody is really nothing more than two notes together creating thirds. It become like a little signature phrase on top of it. Okay? So all they are is the diatonic thirds of the key of D in this case. Notice that there's two sharps in the key signature. That means that the F sharp is sharp and the C is sharp. So sorry. Okay, so once again we're running along the B string and the G string. Okay, so you can kind of see how those fit right within the chords. Diatonic scale of D major. So these are fitting over the top of the key center of D. Okay, and once again it's still over these chords. Okay, so that'll be the beginning of the song. This is really going to sound like a little signature guitar part. Okay, now when we get to the A section, we don't have to keep going because that's already been established, and now we're just going to get into just full chords like this. We're just going to get away from the melodic part and just play. But it's not entirely done, because on this part right here, we still want to use one of these triads, but now we're going to create a little melody inside of it. See what I've written here? I've created an arpeggio part there. Now, why is that important? Because it adds a little melodic payoff at the end. You hear, and then you hear, right? That's a little musical thing to catch your ear. That's what sounds cool about it. And then we go back to the beginning. Okay? And then we get into our chorus part right here, okay, which is essentially the same thing that we used at the beginning of the song, but now it's just becoming the chorus of our song. Okay, so once again. So again, that's over these chords. You'll hear how effective that's going to be. Okay? So, and then we go back to the sign, and we do it again. We do the verse again. Okay? I'm going to show you the ending here in a minute, but let's listen to how this is all coming together now. I think you're going to like this. Here we go. Might have to practice it slower at home, but this is what it's going to sound like in real time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the eighth notes going. Okay, here comes the chorus. Okay, so what you're hearing is the sound of rhythm guitar that's becoming part of the melody. Okay? Up till now, we've been concerning ourselves with mostly just playing the right chords and learning how to find the chords and trying to find the right types of chords. But what we've got now is the responsibility and the capability of making our guitar parts sound interesting and having some melody to them, so they become part of the music and not just part of the harmony. They become part of the melody. Okay? So you can, I think it's clear to hear that against the chords, if I just played this, it wouldn't have as much of an engaging sort of melody. But the minute I start playing, you have something that your ear can lock onto, and that's called melody. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do here. So the whole thing happens again, and it's based off these shapes. And I've got a little ending that I wrote just for the last part of the tune, just to make it kind of fun. So let me show you that before the lesson ends, and I think you'll kind of see how it ends now. Okay, so the very last thing I did was tied together one of these triads. Okay, which is something that we used right here. So I just took this and put it at the end here, and then I took the same thing and I played it down a whole step. Or right, so that was kind of a little hook that I brought in and used again. Right, and it's going to be against the chords here. And then the last thing I did was I played a D triad, but that's against an E bass note, so it sounds like, and then it turns into E minor 7 right here, which is really, if you think about it, this is a G triad against E, also known as E minor 7. And then the last thing I did was create a little interesting color here by playing an A sound, and I extended one of the notes of the A chord to the fourth, so we get an interesting chord sound. And then I took a G chord here, and I used some open strings. The zeros underneath the notes are open strings, so we have, so that becomes our ending. Isn't that cool? I'm gonna try that again. That was difficult. Okay, so you got to practice that. And I noticed the E is ringing through on the top string there. Okay, just as an ending, I thought that was kind of fun. Okay, let's put this together now and see what it sounds like. All right, here we go. Have fun with this at home and practice it, and apply these triads over your own chord progressions. You'll find a lot of fun stuff with them. Here we go. Let me count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Repeat that. Get ready for the ending. Here we go. All right, that was a lot of fun, and it was a great lesson. Practice hard, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.